Ever heard of the pirate who captured over 400 ships without losing a single battle? Meet Bartholomew Black Bart Roberts, the most successful pirate of all time. But there's more to his story than you might think. The early 18th century was a time of great turmoil on the seas. This was the Golden Age of Piracy, where ruthless men roamed the oceans in search of treasure, power and freedom. Among these pirates was one man who stood above the rest, Bartholomew Roberts, better known as Black Bart. Surprisingly, Roberts didn't start out as a pirate. Born in Wales in 1682, he initially worked on merchant ships, but in 1719, his fate changed when his vessel was captured by pirates off the coast of West Africa. Roberts had no choice but to join his captors, and what followed was a meteoric rise in the world of piracy that would make him one of the most feared men to ever sail the seas. Black Bart's entry into piracy was reluctant, but when the captain of his new crew, Howell Davis, was killed during a raid, Roberts was quickly elected to take his place. Though he had been a pirate for only a few weeks, his intelligence, bravery and leadership skills made him the perfect choice. Under his command, the crew became more daring, and their successes grew. Roberts' first major victory was the capture of a 42-gun Dutch ship, giving him the firepower and respect needed to build a pirate fleet. Soon, Black Bart earned a reputation not just for his ruthlessness, but for his strategic brilliance. He captured ships from Brazil to the Caribbean, and even as far as West Africa, amassing a fleet and fortune that would make him a legend. What set Black Bart apart from other pirates was his strict pirate code. Unlike many other pirates, Roberts was a teetotaler. He banned drinking alcohol on his ships as he believed it weakened discipline. Gambling was also prohibited, as it could lead to unnecessary disputes. Roberts also enforced a democratic system aboard his ships. Decisions were made collectively by the crew, and loot was divided equally. This democratic leadership style kept morale high and ensured loyalty, which was key to his success. His code wasn't just about discipline, though. It reflected his sense of fairness. If a ship's crew surrendered without a fight, Roberts often spared their lives. His code of conduct not only made his crew one of the most efficient and feared on the seas, but also earned him a certain level of respect from his enemies. His appearance matched his reputation. He was known for wearing flamboyant crimson coats, a feathered hat, and carrying a diamond-encrusted cross. Black Bart was a pirate with style, and he carried himself with the aura of a king. Black Bart's reputation as a pirate king was solidified by the sheer number of ships he captured, over 400 more than any other pirate in history. His tactics were as bold as they were brilliant. One of his most famous exploits took place in 1720, when he audaciously sailed into the port of Trepassé in Newfoundland with black flags flying, capturing 22 ships in one daring raid. The town's residents were so terrified they fled without resistance. Another famous incident occurred when Roberts captured the governor of Martinique's ship. Roberts hanged the governor from the yardarm, sending a chilling message to anyone who dared cross him. Roberts knew how to use psychological warfare to his advantage, often wearing his finest clothes into battle to intimidate his enemies. His audacity and flair became part of the legend that surrounded him. But like all great stories, Black Bart's reign had to come to an end. By 1722, after years of dominating the seas, the British Royal Navy decided it was time to bring him down. Off the coast of Cape Lopez in West Africa, Roberts and his crew were caught by surprise. 3 British warships had been dispatched specifically to hunt him down. During the battle, Roberts was hung over, a rare indulgence in tea that led to his slow reaction. Despite his fleet's best efforts, Roberts was struck by a cannonball, and his crew threw his body overboard to prevent it from being captured. His death marked the end of an era. Without their leader, the once mighty fleet crumbled, and many of his men were captured or killed. Black Bart's death signalled the decline of the Golden Age of Piracy. But his legacy as the most successful pirate in history lived on. His strict code of conduct and his democratic leadership style would go on to inspire future pirate myths, including the romanticized versions we see in modern pop culture, from books to movies like Pirates of the Caribbean. Though Roberts was ruthless, he embodied a certain nobility in the pirate world, one that has made him a legend of the high seas, feared by his enemies and revered by his crew. Black Bart may have ruled the seas for only a few years, but his impact echoes across centuries. His strict code, fearless leadership, and incredible victories make him a pirate legend. If you enjoyed this dive into the high seas, make sure to like and subscribe for more stories of infamous pirates and naval legends. Drop a like and hit that subscribe button for more incredible tales of history's greatest pirates.